I turn the key in the lock of my cozy cabin in Bozeman, Montana, the kind of place where the air smells like pine and fresh earth after a long drive from the family gathering in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. 3 days of nonstop chatter from 20 relatives crammed into my parents' sprawling ranch house had me yearning for solitude. As I nudged the door open, mail tumbled out, utility bills, a flyer from the local feed store, and a reminder from my dentist about that checkup I'd been putting off. The quiet hit me like a cool breeze off the Gallatin River, wrapping around me after all that chaos. I dropped my duffel bag by the worn leather couch, still stuffed with dirty jeans and flannel shirts from the reunion. It had been the usual mix: warm hugs mixed with snide remarks, Mom's famous bison chili, and my brother-in-law Jake's jokes that always had a sharp edge. My sister Emily spent the whole time flaunting pics of her kids' elite boarding school in Colorado, while Dad grinned like he'd won the lottery, proud of his star daughter. I headed to the kitchen, firing up the kettle for my evening ritual, a strong cup of black tea to unwind. Steam rose from my favorite mug, the one with the faded outline of the Tetons, reminding me of those hiking trips I kept swearing I'd take more of. My phone pinged with the bank's daily balance alert. Just a quick glance before crashing, I thought. Swiping open the app. The screen loaded, and my mug slipped from my grip, shattering on the flagstone floor. Scalding tea splashed my boots, but I hardly felt it. $72.45. I blinked, rubbed my eyes. No way. Yesterday, I'd had $12,567.32. I'd double-checked it before agreeing to spot Emily for her son Cody's summer rodeo camp fees. My hands trembled as I dialed the bank's fraud line. The automated menu dragged on forever. Press 1 for English, 2 for accounts, 3 for suspicious activity. My mind raced. Hacking? Bank glitch? Some mix-up? Thank you for calling Big Sky Credit Union. This is Karen. Account number? I rattled off the details, my voice cracking like dry timber.
Mom.
I see multiple transfers from your account over the last 48 hours. All from a device linked to your IP at your parents' address in Jackson Hole. The world spun. A device at Mom and Dad's? Flashback to the reunion. Jake lingering by my truck during the group photo, cracking wise about being the family photographer.
Me.
Distracted by Mom hurting everyone, leaving my phone on the picnic table. Largest one was $4,800 to Jake Thompson. Then $3,100 and $2,900 to Emily Thompson. Karen's words blurred into white noise. My own kin. They'd raided my savings like it was their personal piggy bank. Rage boiled up, my nails digging into my palms. Outside, Bozeman's twinkling lights mocked me, folks heading home to loving families while mine crumbled. I ended the call mid-sentence, grabbed my keys. The drive to Jackson Hole was 150 miles of twisting mountain roads. In my old Ford pickup, I could make it by midnight if I pushed it. Gripping the wheel, each passing milepost fueled the fire. Every wire transfer I'd sent for Emily's crises, every time I tapped my emergency fund because Jake was between gigs.
Skitrips?
Delayed dreams, all to be the dependable sister. The Rock. You're a soft touch, my ex had said, right before he ghosted after I loaned him cash for his truck repairs, only to see him splurge on a new rifle. Folks walk all over you. My phone lit up. Mom, Emily, Dad. I let them ring to voicemail. Let them stew. Let them taste what it's like without me as their safety net. Dawn broke as I pulled into the Grizzly Inn. Room 112, a no-frills spot with pine paneling and a view of the Tetons. My laptop hummed to life at 4:15 a.m., screen casting shadows. Another text barrage from Emily. Where are you? Mom's freaking. This is crazy. We're blood. I powered it off. Freedom tasted bitter but real. The spreadsheet grew like a storm cloud. Green cells for medical bills. Cody's sprained ankle from rodeo practice. Dad's blood pressure meds. Yellow for basics. Their propane tank refill last winter. Groceries when Jake got laid off from the oil field. Red dominated. Luxury after luxury. Fingers flying. I logged more. January 2022. $2,200 for their ranch property taxes. April 2022. $1,500 to bridge Jake's unemployment. July 2022. My Yellowstone camping fund drained for Cody's private school gear. The total glared, $24,892.17. Tears stung. Not sorrow, fury. All those overtime shifts at the marketing firm. All those ramen nights while they lived high. A Facebook ping, Jake's post, grinning with a shiny new ATV. Timestamp, 2 days after I'd covered their electric bill. Caption, gotta reward the grind. My gut twisted. Emily's Instagram, spa day selfie with a Louis Vuitton bag. Self-care queen. Right after I'd paid Cody's ER visit for a bucked-off horse. Deeper dives, their Vegas weekend synced with begging for heating money. Amazon hauls while claiming poverty. Years of red flags I'd ignored. Too busy playing savior.
A soft knock jolted me.
Through the peephole, my niece Lily, 16, huddled in a hoodie, looking lost. Aunt Clara, please. I unchained the door. Lily, how'd you? I saw Dad snag your phone at the reunion. He laughed about how simple it was to move money. They've been doing it forever. Saying you owe us 'cause you're single. No kids.
Pain knifed my chest.
They told you that? She nodded. Tears flowing. It's wrong. Stealing. I can't fake it anymore. I hugged her tight. Her sobs echoing childhood memories. Me picking her up from 4-H when Emily flaked for her book club. Consoling her after Jake missed her birthday for a poker night. This isn't on you, I murmured. I'll always have your back. She pulled away. One more thing. I want to go with you to the cops. Her resolve mirrored mine. An hour later, at the Teton County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Ramirez reviewed my printouts, her brow furrowing. Proof for these? I handed a flash drive. Statements. Texts. Social proof of their splurges. I witnessed the phone grab, Lily added. Dad bragged. Terms like wire fraud, unauthorized transfers, elder exploitation, weight. Me hung heavy. Family should shield you, Ramirez said softly. Accountability can heal. Signing the complaint felt like shedding chains. My hand steadied. Freedom bloomed. 2 weeks post-report. My phone glowed with a text from Lily. Cops are here. I set my coffee on the butcher block counter in my Bozeman kitchen, watching sunlight dance on the hardwood. The Rockies loomed outside, eternal and unmoved. Mom's 5th call in half an hour. I hit play on voicemail. Clara Elizabeth Hayes. What in God's name? They're grilling your sister. Jake could get fired from the rig. You tearing us apart? Call back.
Delete.
Dads. Haven't slept a wink. We taught you family first. Heartbroken. Delete. Lily's plea twisted. I miss you. Fix this.
No apologies.
Just guilt grenades. My quarterly pitch deck blinked on my laptop. Client meeting in an hour. Fingers danced. Tweaking market projections for our Western tourism campaign. You look lighter, my colleague Mia said later, peering over her bifocals. Finally drew some lines in the sand. My phone buzzed. Jake.
Delete.
An email. Administrative leave for Jake Thompson. Investigation ongoing. Closed it quick. Dad texted. Ranch foreclosure notice. Without you, we're sunk. Once, I'd have wired funds immediately. Now, silence the phone. That evening, boots crunching gravel, I approached my cabin. Emily waited by the door, clutching her Coach purse, the one bought days after I'd covered Cody's dental. "How dare you," she hissed, voice breaking. "Lily's a wreck." "Happy now?" My grocery bags rustled. Fresh salmon. Veggies, no more skimping. That money was for Lily's future, not your spa retreats. "You think you're superior with your fancy job, judging us peasants." She jabbed a finger. The air thickened with old grudges. A harsh laugh escaped me. "Peasants? You dropped $2,500 at REI the week you cried poor for feed." I needed a break.
No.
The word echoed like a gunshot. "I know my value now." Her jaw dropped, eyes flashing like when we were kids, and I caught her raiding my piggy bank.
Fine.
Rot alone. We ended when you picked luxuries over your kid. Key and lock.
Door shut.
Inside. Folk music strummed from my speakers. John Denver tunes I'd neglected. No bank app check before dinner. Shoulders relaxed. Tension melting. My sketchpad emerged from under old mail. Charcoal flowing over a fresh page. Imagine trails in Glacier National Park. The photo of me photoshopped into a Yellowstone geyser shot mocked my deferred dreams. Laptop dinged. Flight to Jackson Hole confirmed? Wait. No, reroute to Seattle for that conference I'd always skipped.
No.
Boulder. Booked. Round trip to Glacier guided hike. Tears came. Cleansing. Deputy Ramirez called. DA's charging fraud. Theft by deception. Their lawyer claims gifts. I spread screenshots. Repayment vows. Sob stories. Lily's ringtone, her fave country tune, cut in. Grandma blames herself. Through the window. Bozeman's twilight sparkled. Not her fault. Adults' own choices. Certified mail arrived. Their attorney's threats, slander suit. Distress claims. Dialed my lawyer. Got it all logged. Texts. Timestamps. Voice firm. Truth holds. Hands steady. I hung up. Sunset gilded my walls. I was my own fortress now. Boxes piled high in my new place in Missoula, bigger. With river views. Labels crisp. Kitchen. Studio.
Gear.
My realtor's words. Riverfront. Natural light. Steal of a deal. But the Clark Fork rushing below sealed it raw. Untamed. Like my new resolve. Unpacked my laptop by the bay window. Email to boss drafted. Remote work request, Clara Hayes. Sent. Phone rang quick. "Clara. About time. Your output's skyrocketed lately. No more distractions. Approved. And hey, director spot opening interested. French press brewed strong. No more grab and go. First on in Missoula, no crisis alerts. Just bird calls and river murmur." Laptop pinged. Idaho versus Wyoming? Wait. Teton County versus Jake Thompson. Trial set. Emily's email. Abandoning us? Cruel. Another from a distant cousin. Your stand inspired me. Cut off my leech brother. Open that first. Slept peaceful finally. News alert. Local paper story. Comment split. Ungrateful. Versus brave. Family thefts epidemic. Ramirez commented. This sparked 5 more reports. Silence enables abuse. Weeks blurred. Campaigns aced without family drag. Boss on video. Regional director? Your ideas shine. Negotiated raise, no fear. Balcony wine. Journal open. No to them is yes to me. Boundaries build bridges for others. Lily texted. Scholarship win. Montana State. Full ride.
Sunset blazed.
Truth my companion.
Saying no?
Self-love start. Sparking others' light. The courthouse in Jackson Hole loomed. My slate blazer armor. Eyes steady in the rear view. Jake and Emily slunk inside door. Her thrift store getup clashing with yesterday's Instagram bling. My attorney.
Elena Vasquez.
At security. Ready? Absolutely. Courtroom smelled of varnish and tension. They huddled with counsel. Faces grim. Mom alone in back. Dad absent, health failing? All rise. Judge Harlan scanned docs. Tapping evidence stack. Vasquez opened. Pattern of exploitation, 5 years. Exhibits. Jake's ATV post-emergency transfer. Emily's texts. You got no family share. My ledgers. Their lies. Jake flushed. Gift from Buddy. Timed perfectly with Clara's wire. Judge's gavel. Evidence speaks. Whispers from gallery, neighbors. Church folk. Blood thicker. Crime's crime.
Verdict. Favor plaintif. Restitution $24,892.17 plus fee.
$600 per month min. No contact on finances. Gavel down. Emily wailed theatrically. Jake stone-faced. Mom approached post-clearing. Clara. Not now. She left. Tissues shredding. Vasquez. Solid win. Outside. Fall air crisp. Lily texted. Proud. Right call. Peace settled. Mountains witnessing. Sunlight poured through my Missoula loft's tall windows, casting warm pools on the reclaimed wood floors. A year since the betrayal. Feels like eons. My shelves mixed awards from marketing gigs with trail maps and acrylic paints. A fresh canvas of the Bitterroot Valley hung by my desk, next to a real photo from my glacier trek. Me, windswept, grinning atop a ridge. Balcony called. Coffee steamed as I lounged. Feet up, watching a bald eagle soar over the river. Phone silent, no more dread chimes. The chronic gut knot?
Gone.
Replaced by calm assurance. Laptop buzzed. Video from Lily. Her dorm chaotic. Books. Posters. Aunt Clara. Class today. Family dynamics. Prof said cycles break when someone steps up. Sounds spotta. Midterms? Ace psych. Thanks for the care package. Tea and trail mix hit the spot. No overkill, thoughtful wins. Proud.
Lil.
How's therapy? Helps. Mom called, staying with grandma post-divorce. Sorting life. Ask about you.
No panic surge.
Boundaries are okay. You taught me that. Call ended. Clouds shadowed the valley. Mom's card unopened. Therapy address noted. Small progress. Dad's still in denial. Email. Another for my talk at the community college on family finance traps. Your words stopped me bailing out my daughter's bad loans. Freedom. Eyes misted. My support group now bi-weekly. Stories shared over huckleberry muffins. Drawer held bank envelope. Loan approved. Hayes Boundary Coaching LLC. Site tag. Freedom through limits. Journal entry. Loss led to gain. Knows nurture self. Therapist echoed. Guilt wasn't yours. Calendar ping. Dinner with hiking buddy Jess and foddig pal Ryan. Chosen kin. Built on equality. Gaze on Lily Me photo. College move-in laughs. One bond stronger through fire. Proof love endures honesty. Journal shut. Sunbeam stretch. Mountains reminded. Perspective shifts everything. Phone quiet. Future open. Possibilities beckoned. But peace wasn't instant. Flashbacks hit during quiet hikes. Emily's pleading eyes. Jake's smug grin. Therapy unpacked it. Exploitation roots and entitlement. Not need. I journal patterns, childhood the middle kid, mediated, sacrificed for harmony, parents enabled, praising my generosity while ignoring the drain. Legal clarity helped. Charges stuck to theft under Wyoming statute, unauthorized electronic transfers, misdemeanor to felony based on amount. Their plea deal loomed, but restitution checks trickled in $600 monthly, garnished from Jake's wages. One crisp fall day. A knock. Through the peephole, Mom, frail in her wool coat, clutching a bakery box. Heart tugged. Open door. Clara.
Can we talk?
Hesitant. But I nodded. Inside. Huckleberry pie on the counter, her specialty.
I'm sorry.
For not seeing. For pushing you to give.
Tears fell.
Therapy's opening my eyes. We raised you to carry burdens, but that's wrong.
Sat.
Listened. She admitted enabling. Feared conflict. So you became the fixer.
No excuses.
Real remorse. Can we rebuild? Slowly. Boundaries stay, I said. But yes. Small steps. Hugged tentatively. Light lesson. Forgiveness mends. But only with accountability. Lily visited Thanksgiving, first without full clan. We hiked Rattlesnake Trail. Snow crunching. Mom's working retail now, humble pie.
Laughed.
Dad's in AA. Facing demons. Shared pie with Mom via video. Awkward but hopeful. My coaching site launched. Webinars on spotting financial red flags. Western-flavored examples. Ranch loans gone wrong. Oil boom busts. Clients poured in. A Wyoming widow cutting off greedy sons. A Montana rancher reclaiming savings from siblings. Christmas brought a package. From Emily, hand-knitted scarf. Note. Learning hard way. Miss you. Therapy starts January. No demand. Just olive branch. Replied. Proud of your step. Coffee someday. Humane turn. Not full revenge. But growth. Jake's email. Plea accepted. Probation. Classes on finance ethics. Sorry for pain. Light lesson embedded. Actions have ripples. Boundaries foster respect. New Year's Eve.
Balcony stargazing.
Journal. Betrayal birthed strength. Lesson. Protect your peace. It inspires others. Fireworks lit the sky. Second chances rising. Spring bloomed. Business thrived. Regional director promo came with remote perks. More time for passions. Joined a local art co-op. Exhibiting mountain sketches. Ryan from Foddig Club asked me out. Easy dates. No drama. Lily ace semester. Interning at a Missoula nonprofit. Mom visited monthly walks. Honest talks. Proud of your firm, she said. Emily reached out. Neutral ground lunch in Jackson. Tearful apologies. Entitled.
Blind.
Working to repay, emotionally too. Forgave. But vigilant. Jake. Distant nod at a family funeral. Time heals slow. Support group grew. 20 members. Sharing triumphs. 1. Stopped funding brother's habits. He's in rehab now. Ripples. Legal wrap. Final restitution plan approved. 5 years. Monitored. DA noted. Case sets precedent for intrafamily fraud in rural West. Media picked up. NPR segment on Western family finance feuds. I spoke. It's not disloyalty. It's self-preservation. Teaches us all. Empathy with edges. Summer solstice hike with Lily. You changed everything. We did, together. Sunset view. Mountains taught resilience. Humane end. Not destruction, but transformation. Lesson light. Boundaries aren't walls. They're doors to better bonds. The river's murmur lulled me as I sipped Morning Joe on the balcony, watching mist rise off the Clark Fork. 18 months post-betrayal. Life hummed with purpose. My loft evolved, a dedicated coaching corner with whiteboards mapping client goals, interspersed with wildflower presses from hikes. The Prague photo, replaced by one from my actual trip, Charles Bridge at dawn. Solo adventure funded by boundaries. Eagles soared again, symbol of freedom. Phone vibrated, client testimonial. Clara's program saved my ranch, cut off freeloading kin. Now profitable. Smiled. Business boomed. Workshops at rodeos. Online courses on Western wallet wisdom. Integrated legal tips. Know your state's theft laws. Document everything. Drew from my case, Wyoming's electronic fraud statutes, emphasizing consent proofs. Humane angle, confront with compassion, aim for reform, not ruin. Mom's weekly call, gardens blooming, your seeds helped. Chatted recipes, no money asks. Emily's promoted at the diner, proud. Tell her hi. Healing threads wove slow. Lily's update. Sophomore year rocks. Joined finance club, your influence.
Laughed.
Break the cycle. Evening, date with Ryan, picnic by the river. Your strength inspires, he said.
Blushed.
Chosen connections.
No obligations.
Flashback hit during a webinar. Old guilt. Breathed through. Therapy tool. Acknowledge. Release. Group shared similar. Family called me traitor. Now thank me for the wake up. Light lesson reinforced. Accountability sparks growth. Jake's rare text. Finished probation classes. Eye-opener. Thanks for the push. Replied neutral. Glad you're learning. No reunion invites yet. Space sacred. Fall conference in Billings. Keynote on family dynamics. Audience. Ranchers. Oil workers, nodding heads. Your story's mine, one said post-hoc. Networked. Expanded reach. Homeward drive. Mountains silhouetted. Pondering. Betrayal's gift. Authenticity. Journal. Pain polishes. Emerge stronger. Winter snow-blanketed Missoula. Cozied in with books.
Paints.
Holiday card from Emily. Family photo, her. Lily. Cody smiling. Note. Rebuilding. Coffee soon.
Met midway in Butte. Awkward hugs.
Sorry for the theft. The lies. Therapies revealing my issues, jealousy. Poor choices. Listened. Forgive. But trust earns back. Nodded.
Fair.
Working on it. Shared laughs over pie. Tentative bridge. Dad called first time. Gruff voice. Heard you're thriving. Miss you. Miss the good parts too. No demands, small win. Legal close. Final payment schedule filed. Debts clearing. DA update. Your publicity reduced family fraud reports 15% locally. Awareness works. Spring thaw. Hiked with group, including new friends. Ryan proposed casually. Trail partners for life? Yes, simple ring. Mountain view. Wedding small. Lily, maid of honor. Mom teary. Emily attended cautiously. Jake sent congrats card. Humane full circle, not vengeance. But evolution. Business milestone. Book deal. Boundaries in the Badlands. Healing family financial wounds. Tour planned Western towns. Sharing stories. Lesson woven. Revenge fades. Redemption endures. Protect self to uplift others. 2 years mark. Balcony reflection. River flowed eternal. Phone. Lily's grad invite. Couldn't without you. Tears joyful. Mom's text. Family dinner?
No strings.
Accepted. At ranch. Warm. Wary. Emily. Paid half back. Rest soon.
Hugs genuine.
Jake. Changed man. Light banter. Lesson landed. Forgiveness lightens loads. Boundaries ensure balance. Life's tapestry. Threads of pain woven into strength. Mountains witnessed. Resilience rises. Golden hour bathed my expanded Missoula home, now shared with Ryan. Our pup Scout bounding through. 3 years since the shatter. Mug long replaced. Scars faded. Walls adorned with co-created art. My sketches. His photos of Western vistas. Coaching empire. Offices in Bozeman. Online global. Tagline evolved. Empower your edges. Family, finance, freedom. Morning ritual. Yoga by river. Gratitude list. For lessons learned. Bonds mended. Email flood. Book sales up. TEDx invite on rural resilience. Integrated humane twists. Case studies anonymized. Emphasizing redemption arcs. Legal paths lead to healing dialogues. Family update. Mom's garden parties, light. Loving. Dad's health rally. Your stand woke me. Emily's business, diner turned cafe. Thriving. Your coaching tips help. Jake's rig promotion. Classes change trajectory. Lily's post-grad job, financial advisor in Denver. Irony? Helping folks like us. Group now nonprofit. Western Family Wellness. Funded retreats, sharing. Healing. One attendee. Echoes your story, freed me. Ripples wide. Anniversary hike. Glacier. Full circle. Ryan. Proud of your journey. Reflected. Betrayal's storm birthed calm. Light lesson. Adversity alchemizes. Choose growth. Reunion invite. First in years. Accepted. At ranch. Laughter.
No undercurrents.
Toasts. To boundaries and second chances. Emily pulled aside. Full repayment. Check enclosed. Hugged. More than money, healing. Jake. Sorry again. Grateful for the reset. Nodded. We all grew. Evening bonfire. Stories shared. Mom. Proudest of your courage. Dad. Lesson learned late. Family supports. Not saps. Lily. Aunt Clara. My hero. Warmth genuine. Back home. Journal close. Endings birth beginnings. Humane path. Forgive forward. Boundaries bold. Stars twinkled. Peace profound. Truth. Revenge corrodes. Redemption renews. Light lesson eternal. Self-love lights the way for all.